and that allows you to activate the muscle just so much more and use a bigger range of motion compared to dumbbells or anything else. What's up guys, Joseph Rakic here from josephrakicfitness.com, and today in this video I'm going to show you my 3 best exercises for building a big, well-developed chest. Exercise number 1 that I want to share with you is dumbbell partial press. Now the reason this is one of the best exercises for building a big full chest is because the range of motion and the angle that you can use when using dumbbells. When you're using a barbell and you're doing flat barbell bench press, all you can do is just push up in that straight movement. When you're using a dumbbell, because it is an individual weight in each hand, you can bring the weights up and together to get the squeeze. And just that little squeeze and that contraction of the pecs here allows you to apply so much more activation to the pectoral muscles, and the more activation you can apply will allow you to get more muscle fibers ripped, therefore leading to more muscle growth. Also, I'm only using a partial range of motion here. So I'm not coming right the way down and right the way up. What I'm doing is I'm going right the way down to get a good stretch and then only coming up 3/4 of the way. The reason I do that is because if I come right the way up and fully lock up my elbows, all that's doing is taking the stress off my chest and placing it on my elbows. So if I keep the range of motion partial, it keeps the weight on the pecs the whole entire time, it keeps the stress, it keeps the tension there, and that is exactly what we want. So have a look at me when I perform this exercise. You'll notice the range of motion that I use is pretty small, and you'll also notice that I keep my elbows kind of tucked. The reason I keep my elbows tucked is so my shoulders don't take over the exercise. If your elbows get flared too much, your shoulders will come up and they'll roll over and deactivate your chest. So keep them tucked, push with your chest, and keep that range of motion partial.
Party bumping. I said, baby, you can live, but don't you touch it. I mean, why you wanna dance for if you frontin'? I don't get you, girl, you always doing something. But I can tell by the drink in your hand, I can always do more than you think that I can. I don't need a lot from you, I just need me a dance. But your friends in the
air. Exercise number 2, guys, for building a big, well-developed chest is the Pike Machine. Now, the reason this is number 2 is because I think it is superior to any other flying movement. If you're doing a dumbbell fly or something, you can't keep that tension on the chest the whole entire time. For example, if I'm lying down with 2 dumbbells in my hands and I bring them right the way together, I'm basically taking the tension off my chest because the dumbbell is resting on my arm and there's nothing pulling against it. So when I do my dumbbell flies, most of the time I use a partial range of motion, like this. That is so there's always tension pulling against the chest. However, with the Pike Machine, this machine here, we can use a full range of motion, bring the pecs right the way together, squeeze the pecs, and there is still that tension pulling against you, and that allows you to activate the muscle just so much more and use a bigger range of motion compared to dumbbells or anything else. That's why this is number 2 for really building a big, well-developed chest.
What you gonna do with it? Plus I can make you mine if you're cool with it. Cause I have never seen a girl quite like you, but I can step with you if you like me to. Baby, you and me, all we need, yeah. I just wanna touch, I can never get enough. Feel like it's a party over here, bump party over here, party over here, bump party over here. Hey, drinks in the air, drinks in the air. Just you and me, yeah. It's party bumping. I said, baby, you can live, but don't you touch it. I mean, why you wanna dance for if you frontin'? I don't get you, girl, you always doing something. But I can tell by the drink in your hand, I can always do more than you think that I can. I don't need a lot from you, I just need me a dance. But your friends in the ear like you don't need you.
Alright guys, 3rd and final exercise for building a big chest is dumbbell pullovers. Now this is quite an unusual exercise, an exercise that not many people perform in the gym, but is one of the best exercises for building overall mass to the pecs. Now, most chest exercises that you do in the gym are a pushing movement or a flying movement. So, adding another movement where you're hitting the chest from a different angle, for example, a dumbbell pullover, is a great way to apply a different form of stress to the muscle, which is going to shock the muscle and result in more muscle growth. Now, this is an exercise that a lot of the old school bodybuilders used to use. For example, Arnold, Sergeant Bray, Frank Zane, and a lot of them believed that performing this exercise actually expanded their rib cage, stretching the cartilage, which helps them produce a better V-taper in their physique. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but that's what the old school bodybuilders believe. Also, this is another great exercise for working the serratus anterior muscles, which is those three lines there, or those three dots. And when you are lean and have a low body percentage, it looks pretty awesome. So that is why a lot of the old school bodybuilders perform this exercise. Nonetheless, it's a great exercise for really getting an insane pump throughout your chest, and this is why this is one of my top 3 exercises for building a big chest. The key when performing this exercise is to focus on getting a good stretch, and then focus on using a good muscle-mind connection, using your pecs to pull that weight over, squeezing and contracting the muscle, and then going back for a stretch again. So watch me as I perform this.
Party bumping. I said, baby, you can live, but don't you touch it. I mean, why you wanna dance for if you front it? I don't get you, girl, you always doing something. But I can tell by the drink in your hand, I can always do more than you think that I can. I don't need a lot from you, I just need me a dance. But your friends in the ear like you don't need you a man. Like, okay, I'ma set this up. Calling on my session, I'ma bless you up. Cause I could do it all just to get your touch. Got it all for you, but don't press your luck. Ay. So what you gonna do with it? Plus I can make you mine if you.
And that right there, guys, is my top 3 exercises for building a big chest. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you found those tips useful, and don't forget, if you need help with a meal plan or workout program to build lean muscle or lose body fat, just click the link in the description box down below. Anyway guys, I'll see you in tomorrow's video.